Coronavirus has had a very large impact on Battersea. This is the first time in as long as we've been open, so 160 years, that we've been completely closed to the general public, which is obviously unheard of. Even though our doors have been shut to the general public, it has not been quiet here by any means.
It's Anne calling from Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. I just wanted to check that you were okay, you weren't lost or anything. So I've come in a few times when we've had emergency arrivals of dogs. Okay, great. I'll see you in 1 minute. Bye. This morning I'm on site because we've got a dog being gifted to us by an owner who can no longer look after her. She's a young husky called Storm. This is a really sad story because he would love to keep her if he could, so he's obviously very upset about having to bring her in. Usually he would come in and I'd sit down with him for at least an hour and we'd talk all about Storm, and he'd have as long as he wanted in one of our side rooms where he could say goodbye to her. But that can't happen now because of social distancing. We need him to just come on site for the bare minimum. So he will just arrive, we'll check the chip and he'll sign Storm over. So this is little Storm. Right, I'll just come round then and grab her off you at a distance. Hi there, Storm. We don't want our staff to be harmed. We also don't want the public to potentially be at risk. So it is a shame, but we do have to do what is necessary in such an extreme situation. Good girl. That's a good girl.
So Mika, I need to give her a little groom today and get the hats up.
It is a little strange standing far apart from your colleagues, especially in meetings, but we just make sure that we're in open spaces and we're a little further apart than we're used to. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Mika is a 1.5-year-old Akita. She looks a little bit unusual, but she's super lovely. So within the lockdown period, Mika has actually come to us as a stray. She has gone through her assessment with us and she's actually been able to find a home, which is pretty incredible actually. We've sent lots of pictures and videos to her new owners because they actually haven't met her yet, but throughout seeing the pictures and videos, I mean, how can you not love her, right? Take the carrot. Take the carrot. It's gonna lick my hand.
Bella is my little energetic foster dog, and yeah, she's been quite a nice little distraction with all the chaos that's been going on in the world, and as we all work from home. It has been an absolute godsend having a dog during lockdown. Sometimes it can be quite difficult, but then you have a little fluffy thing that you can, you know, cuddle and you can hug and, yeah, and love and care for. Hey? Yeah. Whenever we look back at the coronavirus experience, we'll look back and remember that we had the opportunity to actually look after a little dog for a while.
My job usually is overseeing the welfare of the cats. Because I'm on site today, I'm able to have a look at the cats that we have on site and just check in with them, as well as the staff, to make sure that they're okay and they have everything they need. We didn't know how we were going to operate because animal welfare is very much a hands-on job, but we've managed much better than we ever thought we could, and I think that's because when lockdown happened, we all just came together. Yeah, we rose to the occasion, I guess you could say.
As a rehomer, and I can also drive the Battersea vans, myself as well as a couple of colleagues have started doing the delivery of some of our dogs now, which is fantastic. The way that we are now doing that rehoming is where we previously asked people to come to us and we did that introduction on site. Now we arrange with the customer to go and do that introduction in their garden, as long as they have secure side access. And then when we get to a customer's house, it's full PPE. We wear gloves, we wear our face masks, always make sure we maintain that 2-metre distance. We ensure that we've gone through as much information as we possibly can do with the customers beforehand. Hi, gorgeous girl.
So today we are delivering Bobby. She's an 11-year-old Springer Spaniel.
Good girl, sweetheart. Yes. Good girl, she's very keen to go. Hi. Here she is. Oh, good girl. Obviously, it's come with changes, challenges. We've all had to adapt the way we work, but so far, touch wood, it's ultimately been through success.
Departments that have had more strain than others have really pulled together. There's just been like amazing teamwork. And as things continue to lift slightly in terms of restrictions, hopefully we'll start to get more staff, get things back to being a bit more normal.